power. So we're gonna go ahead and make our first test pass on this truck with the new engine, new to me, I should say. I've made a couple street pulls on it just from a roll, and I was pleasantly surprised with how much power it made. Only on 20 pounds I made a roll and it lit the tire in high gear pretty easy. You know, usually it'll black track, but I actually had to abort and get back on it. It's making good power, I think, and the air's really good. Obviously it's October. Just looking to see how much power this thing's going to make and how much I need to turn it down for the street compared to my other motor. I haven't made any passes on this converter on the street, so that's another thing. A whole lot of what ifs, and I just need to shake it down and see where we're at, get a baseline. So I'm going to pull a little bit of ignition timing retard out of this thing. I'm probably not going to see 35 pounds of boost anytime soon, but I'm going to go ahead and program it. My laptop just took a shit.
Kind of fast. Didn't sound fast, but it looked fast.
I actually let off it a little bit because it was making so much power I didn't want to hurt it.
Well, this is good.
Yeah, it makes more power than the other motor.
Wow.
It went 130, almost 131, and it was only on like, should have only been on 25 pounds.
That's really good.
And that was on the street with a slow ramp, and I pedaled it because like when it came in, it felt like it was on 30 pounds or something. And I kind of let off it because I don't want to hurt it yet. It's my first pass.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what it's making, you know, boost wise before I turn it up real far. You know, I'm just trying to figure out where we're at.
So to you, that's sort of like minimal boost.
Yeah, I mean, it's impressive. I think the camshaft in this motor is just much better for boost than the other one.
So everything sounds okay, feels okay, all your gauges look good?
Yeah, it's a little rich down low, but...
Hey, I like your haircut.
Thank you. Actually, I let out of it because it was making too much power. Like I didn't want to hurt it on its first pass. Like it just felt like it was screaming.
Like, that's what I thought. Like, it didn't sound good, but like you were getting small quick.
Dude, it was fast. It went 131 pedaling it like that.
What?
6.0, even though I pedaled like that.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's...
It was on a 590, 580.
Why did you pedal it?
Because it felt like it was on 30 pounds of boost, and I just didn't know where it was at. It felt like it was screaming like it was when it blew up the last time.
So, how much timing did you pull on the hit? Because it was a total freaking turd when it left.
I pulled 11 degrees.
You're not going to be able to pull that much timing because this one's a punk. It don't have the compression that it.
It's not a punk. It's just it's rich when it leaves because of the different compression ratio.
Well, don't pull any timing, or don't pull as much.
Yeah. I don't know, that converter combination and this engine up top, it really makes some steam up top.
It's got a real turbo camshaft in it for like once in its entire life. All we've ever had is junk camshafts. We've never had a good camshaft in it.
Whatever the cam that's in this is, it likes it. I know that. That's like my most mile an hour on that spot ever with a pedal.
And leaving like a dud.
What was that 60 foot?
Terrible.
164.
I mean, that's not terrible.
Better than your Malibu. I'm just kidding. No, I mean, it left soft, which I didn't know where we were at. I was trying to be soft rather than aggressive and waste a pass. We got traffic and everything. I didn't want to waste a pass, so I just pulled 11 degrees, being safe. It's at 3,900 on the leave. I think no timing pull, and it'll go right down miling and be fast. Then I can bring in boost earlier. I got like a noise out of this side. I'm trying to figure out what it is, if it's exhaust or if it's a rocker arm.
I got it. Go ahead. If I had to guess, I'd say it's the rocker arms hitting the stud girdle.
It sounded like a tick.
It's probably the rocker arm hitting the stud girdle. I'm lifting things up off there a little bit.
Alright, so we made our first pass. Got some data off of it. It made 25 pounds of boost. It felt like it made a ton more. Like it was, this engine makes a lot of power. It's probably the best engine I've had as far as power. I don't know if it's just because the converter now, I'm just now feeling it, but I feel like with the wastegates working properly on this motor with a good camshaft and good converter, I feel like it's better than ever. So if I can get it to leave a little bit cleaner, I'm going to pull less timing this time on the hit because I don't think it needs to. It's already fat down low, so pulling any additional timing just makes it run like crap. So I'm going to leave it like another 100 RPM higher, 4,000, pull no timing, and I'm going to adjust my boost ramp, bring in a little bit of boost faster, and it should go 560s, 570s. So we'll see.
Is that something that you got to fix before you race it again?
It's easy.
Oh, it's easy. Whew, I like easy.
Yeah, it made its fastest pass on that spot.
Wow. I could hear it.
.582 at 132.
Pretty damn good. You could have brought it in earlier too, I feel like.
No, it just ate it up. Like, it was just dead straight. I'm going to pull this valve cover off. Yeah, because it's hitting.
I guessed 576 is what I guessed.
Well, on the draggy it said at 82. It was a 152 60 foot. 132 out the back on 25 pounds.
That's crazy. That's the difference between a good camshaft and a freaking butt plug. And that's all we've ever had is a bunch of freaking butt plugs.
You can't say that. You're gonna have to bleep
I'm saying it.
It just ate it up. Like, no spinning whatsoever.
No. It was, I videoed it on my phone if you want to watch it.
Fucking free.
It looked like you almost ramped the hill.
Yeah, it was going fast. That's my best, I think that's my best pass there. Or tied with it, maybe.
Yeah, you could have brought it in a lot faster.
Jesus.
It laid there for a good second and a
Converter's just
half.
tight. Converter's just tight.
It laid there for a good second and a half where you could have started throwing boost at it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's probably 2/10, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
It could have gone about
Could've
2/10
went a
faster.
60 there.
Yeah, it could have gone 60.
My whole life's a lie. I mean, I honestly didn't think this engine would do that.
I didn't either.
I figured I'd have to cram 30 pounds down his throat just to go 132
I
this
did
week.
too. I did too.
Because like his car only went 139 on his slip that he showed me, and it's like super light. But I don't know. Maybe the alcohol woke it up.
Alcohol and the tune.
Well, his car was on E.
It was on
This is on-
E85. Plus it had VS Racing 76,
It had little baby turbos on it.
78, 75 or something. This thing off. Damn, it could have taken a lot more. I'm just trying to figure out where it's at, you know. It's only the first one.
It's pretty happy, seems like.
Yeah. Add more boost down low. I think I could go 560s on that road. Still hitting bad. Yeah. If that's what it is. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Still got a little bit of work to do. Got a noise here in the, I think it's under the valve cover. I think the rockers are hitting the stud girdle a little bit. I'm happy with it. It's really fast. This engine really runs. I think it's mostly because of the camshaft. It's been needing a really good camshaft for a while. This one's obviously spec'd for an application that's similar to mine, so we shall see how it does this weekend. We're going to go to Milan, I think, and race there at Pour Your Own Puddle. Detroit Hood TV puts that on, and hopefully we can do some damage. I'm ready to get back out and start winning again. Stay tuned, guys. Some good racing coming up. Got race this weekend, and then we got Mega Cash Days coming up, which I think we're in that deal. I've been told that we're in it. You know, we'll see what happens. Things can change. You know, I'm not gonna get my hopes up too much, but that's what we've been getting ready for. So hopefully we can get in that deal and do well. It pays a lot of money to win. I feel like it must have a rocker arm loose or something, because I'm pretty sure they ain't hitting no more. Don't sound very good at all. one's still on the ratchet. This is our noise that we were having last night. You guys remember? I was trying to figure out what it was. There she is. Broken lifter. Wiped cam lobe.
Dude, are you serious?
And one valve at least hit the piston. So yeah, one pass.
You think you were lied to about some stuff, or?
No. I mean, I know the engine only had 16 passes, but whoever tore it down and rebuilt it, whatever. Yeah, they had issues in the past with braking lifters, and that's the last reason why it broke. So they put a fresh, brand new set of Morel lifters in it, and broke it again 16 passes later. So.
Those were Morels. They look like something from fucking flea market.
They don't put a name on them.
That's crazy. Like they just had a 4 on them, is all they had on.
Yeah.
So what's up with the pistons being so loose in the bore?
I think it's just loose. It's 40 over. They probably didn't want to take it any further, and it was wore out, so they just sent it. It's had a piston melted before. It's had lifters broken before. It's been through hell. That's why I bought it. That's why I was able to buy it cheap. Cheap. Well, at this point, we're going to take the rotating assembly out, get the block to Bob, that way he can hone that lifter bore that's bad, and decide what we're going to do from here, if it's worth putting it back together or focusing on the big block for the Nova and just building the motor that we were going to build for this S-10, just selling this one once it's back together. I don't think there's any point in rushing anymore at this point, try and do anything. It's just going to keep costing me more money. And at this point, we're October 12th, I think. So we only have 3 weeks until November, 3 weeks. It's not a lot of time to really do anything. As far as getting the Nova back together, it doesn't leave me a lot of time.
All of them are like that?
Yes.
Turn it over.
So these heads basically have to go back on.
Yeah, because they're O-ring for it.
It probably holds, but a bronze bushing, when you bottom that push rod and the rocker arm out against the poly lock, and it just keeps beating it, it just beats that bronze bushing to death. The roller might stand it. The roller would probably bend the push rod if it was a needle bearing roller. But the bronze bushing will absorb a lot of that impact until it just beats the fucking thing to death. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember when we pulled the valve cover off and we got home and I saw all the bronze down in the cylinder head around the
That's
valve?
what that was.
That's what that was. I've never had a set of bronze bushing lifters. I've always had roller.
I can't even get this one broke loose because of where it's fucking been hit by a lifter. I can't even get a socket on it. It'll damn near fall out.
I bet this is the last time you ever buy somebody else's engine.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, I don't really have much options.
So it's like, the only thing I don't think we'll find is stainless with stove, but it's black. It's a copper with black with gas stove. Don't have the rest.
Do you think this one's even worth putting back together?
I don't know. I mean, what we need to do is get it to Bob, have him mic the cylinder walls and mic the skirts on the pistons and see what the cylinder wall clearance is. It's already got one sleeve in the block. It's already 40 over, so 60 is about as far as you're going to go with it. We don't have 60 over pistons though, so.
I definitely don't want to go 60 over on 400.
Why not? I do.
You could buy it from me then. Be perfect.
He loves talking about that bore and stroke. Big bore, big stroke.
Malibu Jewel.
Goddamn LS don't have no bore, no stroke. Gotta be 80 over, at least.
Jesus, here we go again.
Stop.
Them thing don't make no torque.
Stop, Tommy. I'm gonna kick you out. Then I won't have anybody to film. You're laughing.
4,780 RPM, can do it.
That damn thing won't move out of its own way.
Compensate with a 6-speed transmission, Tommy.
I'm gonna need a 10-speed for this damn thing to get it moving.
20 speed.
Got a little Huffy strapped to the back of that thing. Well, I tell you what.
You might have a better chance of taking Rob's car to Mega Cash Days.
Shit, let's do it. That's what I was thinking. I was like, you might need to just borrow somebody's car.
I just need to buy the Holly and a torque converter.
And last but not least, the oil filter.
That's the last thing I take off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the cam's in there.
You fucked it up now. You took the oil filter off before the camshaft.
Oh, it's never gonna run right again.
That's
That
antifreeze.
was good antifreeze.
It'll be alright. They're both green.
Waste and antifreeze is the least of our worries today.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me? Now you take the oil filter off that it's upside freaking down?
You know, I think I know what I'll get you guys for Christmas. A brand new engine stand.
Brand new one?
Yep.
One of the fancy ones that has the crank.
Mhm.
They got them.
I'll even build you one of my fancy wood things that goes in the bottom of the tote.
That'd be really nice, Tommy.
I'll do it. I made that thing for my engine stand. It's like there's a tote that sits underneath. That way you don't have to balance a drain pan on the middle thing. And then you knock it over and then you just make an even worse mess. Rob, why the f*** are you just sitting over there? Your f***ing headlight on.
I had a rough morning, Tommy.
He's just over here like commentating us the whole time. He's got his headlight on.
I had a very rough morning,
Bro, this guy was out there at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to adjust a lifter that was flat on the bottom.
Billy. Not
Driveway.
telling me. I was here till midnight.
I adjusted that bitch like 6 times.
He said bump it over, bump it over.
I'm like, well-
and you go, it's loose again.
I'm
Bump
upstairs.
it over.
I'm upstairs.
Like, maybe I just didn't get it right.
I'm upstairs. I'm upstairs editing last night, doing voiceovers, and I hear bump it, bump it, bump it, shut off, bump it, like over and over and over. I'm like,
I couldn't believe that it just one pass it broke a lifter.
And it's in the back when he's messing with it. I'm like, can you see down in there? I gave him my little pen light. You couldn't really see down there.
Really see.
I said, did it mess the lifter up? Because that's the only thing that could cause it to have to keep adjusting is if it messed the lifter up.
hey,
Yeah.
go ahead and
Eventually, I accepted that.
bolt that cam sprocket on and pull that camshaft out. That's a good cam core. We can have that reground, send it to Iski and have it reground. if we need to.
Yeah, I'll send it to Iski. They'll regrind it. Yeah. Yeah. Just weld it and regrind it.
Tommy, I know it'd probably be hard for you to do, but you should do a video where it's like beep, beep, beep. You should bleep it instead of just editing it out.
Just an entire video, nothing but
You should try to do
I,
bleeps.
I bleep every now and again.
I think it
Sometimes when it's 6 in the morning, I don't even throw in the bleep. I just cut the audio. I think I need something better than a bleep, like a donkey going and
Yep.
that'd be great.
Now you're getting the idea, son. You
No,
gotta
yeah,
make it
yeah.
entertaining.
Or like Homer Simpson. Oh!
That's why I hired Uncle Bucko. He's instant entertainment. You can't not be entertained when Uncle Bucko's here.
That's why you hired him?
Yeah.
Not really for his expertise
No, he
in
ain't worth a
mechanics.
shit.
You hear that, Jeremy?
He ain't worth a shit, but he's funny as hell.
You're just a comedian now. You're not even a mechanic.
You're an actor.
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got the block all torn down. We're going to put it in the hot tank, clean it up. Bob is going to touch up the lifter bore tomorrow. Make sure that the lifter goes up and down nice and smooth. I don't think it's too bad. It just needs cleaned up just a little bit. We're going to put fresh bearings in it, fresh main bearings. Check the clearance there, torque it down, and then we should be able to put it back together. The pistons are very loose in the bore, so that was kind of a concern, but this thing's 4165 and it doesn't have a whole lot left as far as life. We'll probably look into ordering another set of pistons that are a little bit oversized for it in the future, but for now it's just going to go back together the way it is because we don't have a lot of time. We've only got 2 or 3 weeks, and the way getting parts right now and getting the pistons coated, I'm not sure how long that would take, but that's the game plan as of now. Just put it back together, fix the lifter bore. Got another set of lifters coming tomorrow from Iski. Big shout out to them for getting us some lifters on short notice. Have to check push rod length when we get it all back together, make sure that's square. We'll probably end up just putting a 1.5 rocker back on it. And we're going to use that Iski camshaft that we have. I was going to put in Tommy's motor, and I have another one made just like it, since Tommy's truck is a little bit further out right now. But yeah, that's the game plan. Hopefully we'll have it back together here soon and have it ready for Mega Cash Days.